why wouldn't you comply?
Pascal, you are now rocking.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below, comment down below, and don't forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, let's get into this, man. I already talked about this in my morning show, but there were some new things, new developing news that was happening while we were in the taping of our live show. So I felt like instead of popping up and throwing up that video by itself, I felt like I was gonna just get a whole bunch of video or a whole bunch of comments down below of like the updated information, and I just didn't want to. I kind of wanted to see if I could cut that down a little bit. I'm talking about the Jacob Blake shooting that happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, what happened is cops were responding to a domestic dispute, a domestic disturbance where Jacob Blake was trying to break up a fight between two women. And then all of a sudden, cops came. They were asking him to, I guess they were giving him orders so that they could arrest him. And he was not complying to the point where he got up from what it looks like in the angle that I've seen. Then he walks around the front of the car, goes to the driver's side door. Now there are cops that are by him, in front of him. One of them has his gun drawn at very close range, is following him throughout this entire thing, throughout this whole walk around the car. He opens up the driver's side door. The cop pulls his tank top and fires his gun not once, but 7 times into his back, or into his side and back. He is still in serious condition, if not critical condition. He is not dead, thank God. But at the same time, Kenosha is on fire right now. People are protesting. There's a lot of violence going on. There's a video of a police officer getting hit in the face with a brick, like getting knocked clean out with a brick. And I'll have those links down below. And of course, I'll have the shooting down below. I can't show you that video. It is too graphic. There's also new information in regards to Jacob Blake's background. Now, I know that it still does not change anything in regards to the cop, that officer shooting him 7 times at point blank range. Does not justify 7 times. It doesn't at all. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus at all, but these are literally the crimes he committed. And they're also, by the way, was a warrant that was issued for him on July 7th. So on pending accusations of misdemeanor criminal trespassing. And then, of course, he's had, there's a felony 3rd-degree sexual assault with domestic abuse. There's a misdemeanor disorderly conduct with domestic abuse. Of course, he has a history of violence and gun use. There's a story where in 2015 where he brandished a gun in a local bar. The story alleges that Blake and 2 women were at the Brass Monkey Tavern, and I guess at this popular spot, and he got into an argument with one of the patrons, and he pulled out a black handgun and pointed it at the other man, and the magazine fell to the floor. The bartender told Blake to leave. He did, but then pointed the gun through the window at the patrons inside the bar, walking away. The police stopped him, and in a high-risk traffic stop, he exited the SUV and started walking toward officers, ignoring commands to get down to the ground. And then, of course, they were forced to force him down to the ground and use K9 when he kept resisting. Now, here it is. Before we jump into it and we talk about all this, I'm just going to say this. I totally can see 2 sides of the spectrum. I can see both sides right here. There's a lot of questions that pop up on both sides. I'm just going to say that. Okay, because, here it is. You look at the facts, you look at the evidence, you look at the things that are going on, or you at least look at the video itself, and you see that what was going on was no good. All of it was bad to begin with. Okay, now when it comes to Jacob Blake, I go, why? Why, oh, why, oh, why did you just not? Why didn't you comply? Why wouldn't you comply? When you have policemen pointing their guns at you, you have policemen around you telling you to do whatever they're telling you to do so that they can detain you without any problems. Why wouldn't you comply? Why would you get up and walk around the front of the car, go to your driver's side, still ignoring the cops so that you can get shot? Now, of course, people could sit there and go, you never know. He could have been turning on his car. He could have been checking on his kids. It could have been adrenaline. It could have been nerves. I mean, there's so many things that you can think of like why he would get up. But one of the other things is the cops would automatically think that he's trying to get a weapon. Who wouldn't think that? If you're telling somebody you got a gun to them, if you got a gun pointed at me, I'm telling you straight up, I'm going to be straight funky with y'all. I'm stopping whatever I'm doing and I'm going, whatever you say, man. Okay, I'm getting down. Or, wait a second. I'm doing, okay. So you see, my hands are up. I'm doing this. I'm getting down. I mean, that's exactly what I mean. I stop everything. I stop dead in my tracks and I'll do exactly what they're telling me to do. That's just me because I want to live to see another day. I want to live to fight another day. Now, the other side of it is, why wouldn't they pull out their tasers? Why did they have to go to deadly force? Right? Why would you go and shoot him? Like, okay, I get shooting him once because you don't know where he's going. You don't know what he's doing. You don't know what he's reaching for. All that stuff. But why shoot him 7 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, y'all. 7. That's a lot. That's excessive as hell. You wanted him dead. So that's the other part. I feel like there's a lot of bad that was a lot of bad choices happen on both ends. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that because he got up and he wasn't complying, therefore he didn't deserve to get shot, or the cop didn't deserve to use deadly force, like shooting him to stop him from doing what he was doing. But there was other things he could have done. He could have the other 3. I think there was 2 to 3 other officers there that could have easily gone up and tackled him, try to grab his arms and take him down, put him in in some sort of chokehold, not putting your knee on his neck, but it could have been a chokehold to take him down just so that they can have control over him. There's other ways that they could have done it. They could have tased him. There's so many other ways that they could have done something so that he didn't have to be shot 7 times. But the big mistake happened when Jacob did not comply. Now, here's the other thing I want to point out as well. There's a good possibility, because there isn't any body cam footage out there. In fact, if I'm correct, there is not any body cam footage. There is no body cams on those police officers. So we'll never truly know what really, really went down. This is all going to be hearsay, and this is all going to be from a video that starts recording only at the time of when he isn't complying. So we don't know what else is going on. Now, there's other possibilities of maybe the cops checked up his police record and saw that there were warrants for him, and that there's a history of violence with him, and that he one time at a high-risk traffic stop did not comply and was literally ignoring commands again. So he did exactly the same thing that he did at that traffic stop that I told you guys about just a second ago. But here's the thing. There is still excessive force coming from those cops. I understand. to a certain extent, you don't know what he's doing. Tension is high. People are screaming. There's so much going on. Everything's at 200%, right? Everything is going from 1 to 0 to 100 really, really quick. Actually, 0 to 200, 2,000 really, really quick. I get that there's adrenaline pumping. I get that all that stuff is just coursing through your veins. And you still don't know what he's going to do. You still don't know what he's doing. He's walking into his car. He's opening up his car. He's opening up his car. And you shoot him 7 times. Knowing that because in the background, the girlfriend, Jacob's girlfriend, and probably the mother of one of the kids, if not all 3, is saying to them, please, I have there are kids in the car. So in the backseat of the car, there are 3 children sitting there seeing this go down. And you shoot this man 7 times in front of these 3 innocent little kids. That's terrible. The only thing that I think that it really went down, that should have gone down, and maybe none of this would, and probably, most definitely, none of this would have happened. You know, the only thing that really upsets me is that there is one thing that could have happened that would have stopped all of this from happening, is if Jacob Blake complied. Yes, that police officer shot him, and it was excessive as hell. 7 times is a lot, y'all. Bruh, you shooting to kill. That's 7 times. That's shooting to kill. 1 time, I understand. 1 time, I get it. At close range like that, 7 times is excessive. Anyway, I do feel bad for Jacob. I don't know where his head was at. I don't know what his story is. But all I can say is that we don't need another black man, another black dad gone. And so I hope that he bounces back. I hope he has a speedy recovery and a successful recovery. So my prayers go out to him, most definitely. You know, I'm thinking about those kids too, especially those kids. I can only imagine what kind of trauma that they're going through. And, you know, also my thoughts go out to Kenosha as well, because that city is on fire right now and people are really, really angry right now, y'all. And it doesn't have to be like this, you know, but people are seeing just this video. People are seeing just this one video and they're getting angry. Understandably, they're angry, but they don't know the full story. So they just see a viral video of a man getting shot 7 times, close range, point blank range, and they're reacting. He shouldn't have been shot 7 times. I understand sometimes you have to make a choice, but 1 bullet would have done just enough. You know, I felt like knowing a little bit more about his criminal past and about his record. I felt like that was important to see because it seems as if he has a pattern of not complying in general. And obviously he has a distaste, it seems. It seems like he has a distaste for the police. And it's really unfortunate that this has happened. He shouldn't have been shot and he shouldn't be in the hospital like this the way he is right now. But if only he would have complied, and that police officer, if he didn't comply, could have used a different tactic, maybe just shot him once. And sometimes just 1 bullet is enough to kill him too. But if only there was a way that they could have made different choices, I think that there would have been a different outcome. Anyway, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'm dead serious, guys. We really need more love in the world right now, more than ever. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.